Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Kurt, and welcome to a quick video on a fun little sinking simulator that I found. That's right, sinking simulator. This is something I found thanks to Rock Paper Shotgun. It's literally called Sinking Simulator, and as you can see, we're looking at a boat. Very similarly, reminds you of World of Goo and other physics games like that. But Sinking Simulator is made by somebody who's going by Pac-O Master. Right now on Steam Greenlight, and there's also an Indiegogo campaign. I will give you a link to both in the video description below. But it is very self-explanatory. Here we have a ship, and we can sink it. Right now, everything is just fine and dandy. There is a kind of an options window you probably won't be able to see because it's just recording the game. But I am able to increase the wave height. As you can see, the waves are getting much more violent. I can change other things like the water pressure, the depth of the ocean, the strength of the materials the ship is made out of, etc. But the most fun we're going to have right now is taking our cursor, hopefully you can see my cursor, who knows, taking my cursor and destroying a piece of the ship. At which point it starts to fill with water. And commence the simulation of the sinking. I really enjoy just goofy little games, little sandbox things like this. It reminds me a lot of, I used to play, whoa, this is a very vigorous breach in the hull that we have. It reminds me a lot of, there were old 2D sandbox games. One of them was called OE Cake. And then there was another one called Fun, P-H-U-N, and I remember this very much reminded me of Fun. I remember when they added water physics to Fun, this is exactly what I would do. I would build ships and then find interesting ways to sink them. Of course, it was nowhere near as complex as this. Oh dear. Well, everybody's dead. That was a pretty significant hull breach. Oh dear. Okay. And now James Cameron will have to find the wreckage some 50 years later. Obviously, if we're playing a sinking simulator, I'm going to load a new ship design. We have to sink the Titanic. Why not? I'm going to make the ship a little bit stronger and a little bit more buoyant. Just so it's not as easy to kill, to sink, if you will. I'm gonna bring the waves, make it a little bit calm waters. We're going to simulate what it was like on that fateful April morning or evening or whenever the ship sank. There are some, right now, I can, if I change the tool I'm using, the cursor I'm using can either be to destroy the ship or you can click and drag and you can actually make the ship move along. It gets really interesting if you have more intense waves if you're moving the ship along. But whoa, it's made out of noodles. We need to run into an iceberg. Iceberg right ahead. So I think, didn't it get kind of? Oh, I have to switch my tool to the smash tool and then kablamo. We have a breach and it is filling up. Like ice tray in your kitchen sink. I can't be the only one who ever did that with the ice tray. Whoa. Oh, here we go. Hold on, Rose. Yep. The thing snaps in half. There goes the front part. We need to get the 5-piece violin going. It was a pleasure playing with you, gentlemen. See you on the bottom of the Atlantic. Eventually, like I said, it's on Greenlight. He's reached his Indiegogo campaign to get on Greenlight. So apparently they're continuing work on this. Future plans include, they say, adding new materials, adding machines and engines, obviously to get your ship moving and going. adding NPCs, I guess little people and stuff like that, so you have to try to save. Kind of like, a lot of like these bridge building simulators where you have to drive a train or a truck across, and you have to design the bridge. I'm assuming that's the direction they're going. Weather, different goals, fire, and fire spreading should be interesting. As well as improved physics and collisions. Like right now, the parts don't collide with each other. And also weapons. I suppose hitting a ship with a torpedo would be quite the interesting thing indeed. Something funny that I found, you can change the depth of the water. If you do that while your ship is on the bottom of the water, like this. Hold on, let me zoom out just a little bit more. Whee! I just changed it from a depth of 150 to 106. When you do that, the physics tend to freak out a little bit. It shatters your ship into a million pieces and sends it into orbit. That's pretty funny. But yeah, I've always enjoyed these sort of things. I mean, I guess that's why I tend to like also more complicated sandboxy games like Kerbal Space Program. Things like Gary's Mod are very popular for the physics sandbox aspects of them and things like that. But I just found this and wanted to show it to you guys. There is no built-in ship builder, but you can make them in like MS Paint or Photoshop. You just have to make a PNG, and they give you a tutorial on which colors correspond to which parts of the ship. So I took it upon myself to try to make a ship. This is the first time I'm actually loading it in the game, so I have no idea if it's even gonna float. Let me just... Whoa! I'm turning up the buoyancy of the items just to make sure. Maybe we'll have a little bit better luck keeping this ship together, but I had to make... Allow me to load the SS Mindcrack. Ha! There it is. Whoa! Oh dear. Oh, the humanity. Oh, the humanity. Oh, speaking of Mindcrack. Well, that didn't last long, I suppose. The flashing red, I have enabled the stress. You can highlight which parts are being stressed in terms of the physics. Oh, we have a waterproof area right here. Oh, well, I guess there's been a breach. Never mind, it's not waterproof for too much longer. I suppose it's not really a good idea to have a giant structure in the middle of your boat that is shaped like a brain with a crack in it. So down goes the SS Mindcrack. Let me try. I'm going to up the strength to maximum and the buoyancy to 9. I'm going to lower the water pressure, and let's try to load one more time the SS Mindcrack just to see if it could last longer than 10 seconds. Come on, you can do it. Easy. Yeah. Oh, yep. That whole section is not possible. Anyway, yeah. Like I said, this is Sinking Simulator. This is they released a free Sandbox Alpha version 1.1 that you can download from either the Indiegogo campaign webpage or the Steam Greenlight page. It's a lot of fun. Oh, hey, it's sort of buoyant. Check it out. Check it out indeed. And now let's send it into orbit. Woo! Well, I guess this part didn't go into orbit, but yeah, fun stuff indeed. Like I said, my name is Kurt. Thank you very much for watching. Check this out and support them if you want to get your hands on a copy when they do finally release it. And I will see you next time. It's raining pieces of our boat.